Need to hear one of our shows again? We've got them on podcast. Go to fmmoneytalkradio.com. Scroll down to Podcast on Demand. Pick your show and it's on. Podcast on fmmoneytalkradio.com.
Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it's never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP Media Productions at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Café studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Slick. We need Freddie's bell, please.
Somebody ring a bell and ring a ding a ding a ding.
It's in the morning. It's on the morning set.
Somebody ring a bell. All this time we're late and we are still. Oh, stop
Thank
it. Igor. Thank you, Igor. Thank you.
Yeah, werewolf.
Welcome. What a madhouse we got going on
So
today.
sorry we're starting a little
Now
late.
we have to
everyone.
hurry up with Kendra because she has a big business meeting. But I got a breaking news. Breaking news. We actually have Steve-O from Ask the Experts will be interviewing Vice President Pence at the WNN studios, and kids are shooting out there.
About an hour, right?
An hour, yeah. That's why we're in the midst of that. We have a artist overhaul. We have singers. We have new shows. The toy show went off. Fuego went on. We got jewelry in the house. I didn't even know she was coming. This is like madness.
I think Katya has like the secret that she has yet to reveal until she revealed it a little bit to me today. So I got to pick her brain on that one.
She has a secret too? Well, let's get into it then.
So happy Monday, everyone, and happy anniversary to us. This is our 1-year anniversary of being in our new theater. It's amazing how quickly time flies, but a year ago we moved in, and you see that piece that we posted that was what it was before with no ceilings, no doors, to where we sit today and a year later. I think it's pretty great that we are still in the process of redoing. We've got Cherie Bender, a new artist, is going to be showcasing some of her beautiful pieces right here. So we are truly honored because Cherie's pieces have hung in beautiful galleries in the Boca Raton Museum. She spotlighted in Athens. You've got 2 pieces that are hanging in Greece, and actually this piece behind me is original from her personal collection. This piece is spectacular. The piece behind Freddie is adorned with beautiful crystals. So new pieces that are going up. One is like homage to Marilyn Monroe, and hopefully some of them will be hanging in
A what?
homage
What the hell's homage?
in honor of. In,
Really?
Yeah.
Is that proper English, homage? Yeah?
Homage.
Homage.
I will actually look it up right now to validate and to verify.
Thank you. She will be the fact checker. So a lot of great things. So we're very honored to have you here with us. And Katya, I haven't seen you. I knew you popped in the other day to give me some class. And your pieces are spectacular. Kendra, I know you've got a lunch date in 15 minutes. So thank you for taking over the toy show.
Homage. A special honor or respect shown publicly.
There you go. You know, Kendra can make a song now. Homage.
Well, thank you for the round of applause.
The music of Kendra. Erica, how did your toy show go today?
It was great. I mean, collector's items and myself, I mean, I appreciate nostalgia. I appreciate, figures of moments of history, and his collection was wonderful. It was a great presentation, great setup, and we just had a kick-ass conversation.
What's the idea behind this toy show?
So he has many different themes. His original draw to collector's items began in the whole wrestling and boxing world. However, he has now branched out to doing Star Wars collector's items, Harry Potter collector's items, Power Rangers, anything that you can think of that strikes the chord with you, that brings out your inner child from the past or present. And he just has a lot of interesting stories about how he all got started and how this all came to fruition.
And this is the Collectibles Cafe, and what we were thinking of, holidays are right around the corner. It is now officially November 2nd, which you can't even believe, and yes, there's still another hurricane out there brewing, which I can't even fathom. But how, right now people have lost their jobs and things have changed, but yet Christmas is still Christmas and Hanukkah, and kids want toys. So this becomes an affordable way to get your kids some really great toys at affordable prices, doing a little bit things different, maybe starting a collection. Everything is packaged into new boxes. It's not like it's secondhand. It's all done beautifully. So today was wrestling. I think last week was Jedi.
Yes.
And he was enthralled by you, so to have Kendra Erica host is pretty amazing.
And your kids will definitely thank me for planting the seed for all you parents out there to cash in on some gifts.
It's really interesting because I called Kendra to fill in, and she was nice enough to do that on a short call. But sometimes it's really interesting to see that there's a little kid in all of us, no matter what your age. And when I walked up to the studio, because I had to go meet Jody, and she's sitting there, it all spilled out. All of a sudden, here's Kendra, she's a grown woman, and she could be a little kid too. It's like that Toys R Us commercial. There's always a little kid in you. And what I like about this whole thing is that I want to bring now Kids in Capes, those 2 superheroes, on there. I want to put them in set with Kendra and with Ken. Kendra and Ken, how ironic is that?
Fun.
And I want to see what happens because the holidays are coming. Affordability of toys is always very difficult. And you still want to have your child have Christmas and holidays and things of that nature, right? And who better to buy than to have grown-ups in there with kids, and it's just a giant party. Even Jody took notice. She said, wow, that was different.
Which was great.
And it was really good. So I want to thank you very much for stepping in.
Absolutely. You can count on me. There's no days off for superheroes.
So I love that. So Kendra, thank you. Is she going to be doing it maybe on Mondays?
We're going to talk about that. We're going to go over it and everything else and go over that. The other exciting piece of news, and I don't got it all straightened out yet, we're going to have Amit is going to do a...
Did he leave?
I think he left, man. His daughter. Amit, are you around here somewhere?
I think he's studio
today. And we're going to talk about opening up a sound recording studio in here. Isn't it funny how we have material in the back, soundproofing material, and we all said, what are we doing with that, right? So all of a sudden, we're going to convert Studio B into a video sound recording situation with Amir because he needs a home and everything else. And
Make
Kendra's
those
gonna,
beats happen.
and Kendra's going to be nice enough to sing in there so we can get it all calibrated.
Which will be
So I
awesome.
told her you have to wear those big headphone things. What do I call them?
Well, you said the plane thing.
Yeah. But
The plane thing. So then I said, "Oh, so you need a neck pillow to hear me sing."
I meant the headphone. Keep it
And
nice.
you wonder why he has a hard time communicating with people.
The
He says,
plane
I don't
thing.
understand why they don't understand what I'm saying.
I was like, "Okay, so you need a neck pillow."
First of all, I never said people don't have a hard time understanding. Slick understands me about 2% of the time.
And there you have it. Slick, I think some of those pieces get
2%
hung with
milk.
the diptychs. You have to ask Cherie. Some of those get hung a little bit differently.
Some of them get hung with instructions.
Yes. And there goes the artist.
The artist is in the house.
They get hung with instructions. She's
All right,
laughing.
so she goes, oh. So, oh.
And there you have it.
So, Kenya, you have anything happening? Anything new happening? You dropping a song, an album, or anything?
Avalanche actually dropped last Friday
How'd it do?
on the 30th. It's wonderful. Like, in the words of our president, it was tremendous.
You dropped it, but you had dropped it before. This was the
This was actually, well, I gave you guys the exclusive actually to play the bones of it, but the one that dropped has percussion on it. It has a big percussive buildup, and there's drums and there's a little bit of strings in there too. So just to give it that sense of Avalanche and that buildup, and that's the one that dropped on Friday.
And who wrote the music?
I co-wrote with Mark Mangold, who has written with Cher, Michael Bolton, and Jordan Sparks, and countless others. And we wrote it in New York at his New York studio, pre-COVID actually, in January.
Wow, so we got the pre-launch. That wasn't in the official Avalanche.
No, this is the official now. And how do people get it?
You can find it on Spotify, on YouTube, on Apple Music, Amazon, Pandora. If you follow me on my Facebook page, I'm always posting the link tree. So whichever streaming source or download source tickles or caters to you, Avalanche is there for you.
Now, the reason that I stay close to Kendra, because, she's usually flying all over the place, and now the virus come down, so everybody got to stay sort of home and close. The reason is because now that the music is going to come out of that studio, and Kendra knows a thing or two about video, I want to get into the video production background music deal. And I know a lot of people that do this, and they don't do it too well, but I'm thinking that Kendra can help us collaborate with other people, get the video done, with the music done. Two hands, you put them together and they wash the face.
Put them together, and what do you got? Bippity boppity boo.
He washes his face, and we get bippity boppity boo. And you wonder again, your English is so very sexy.
But do you understand my take on that?
Yes, I do.
I mean, you have it all in-house. And then you have somebody who has records that are dropping. She understands the thing too about music. Music and video belong together, right? MTV made a living on it for 20 years. 20 years MTV made a living at it.
And art, and it all comes together.
It brings a music always needs a visual representation.
And there ain't nobody who
Yeah.
knows that better than you, because I've seen some of the work you've done. I've seen some of the things that you've tried.
You
See,
see
what I
my
like about
moves
Kendra,
going.
she's not afraid to try. That's
No.
the bottom line. And as long as you're not afraid to try, things will beepity boppity boop work.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you, Kendra, so much for all of your help today, for filling in
Absolutely.
and helping to grow with it.
I wore my cape.
Her superhero.
And
I
you
wore my
you
cape.
saw the ring in the studio when he had the toys. There was a ring, right?
It was a ring. There were like little action figures of like macho, boxers and wrestlers. And I said, listen, thank God they're that size, because if they were life size, I would be like
Well,
running out of the room.
I got some scary news for you. They have an actual ring. an actual ring that's going to be put here.
He alluded to this. He touched upon it. He said there's a ring that they have in Deerfield and in storage, but apparently it's going to be coming here for a special.
Yes, we're going to do a whole kind of toy, I don't know how, with some music and stuff, but we're going to put the ring right there. And there's going to be music and toys. The holidays are coming, baby.
Here's the funny thing. We never know how anything is actually going to happen. And it just happens. And that's the most unbelievable, but yet the craziest way that we do what we do. Right?
Well, we've been here 1 year. I didn't give us a chance to be here 1 minute. Forget about 1 year. Now that we're here and we're surrounded by some of the most talented people on the planet, why not bring it? So we bring in a ring. We do some not-for-profits, Bite Out Cancer, Alzheimer's. We know the players, right? So all of a sudden, the game will change. Can you imagine her singing in a ring to take care of a disease or something else? You won't have a dry eye in the house.
I'm thinking Operation Underground Railroad for child sex trafficking. That would be wonderful.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And we know some people in that business.
It's universal. It's inarguable, too. So.
We know some people who've been fighting that now for 5 years in that business. Who does the book people and stuff like that. There's all sorts of stuff going on in the back end of that as well. We can bring that to light. But there you have it. Listen, I got Fuego 2.0 today, exactly what I was looking for 5 years. That lady brought it again today. Fantastic job. We're going to get to her in a second. But all the elements, English, Spanish. I even introduced Slick to Leslie Jacques, #1 Haitian Nation speaker. He tells Slick, "You're Haitian?" And Slick goes, "Yeah." Wow, right? He told you that. Yeah? So there may be a third market. You never know. You never know what can happen. What's the matter? Catch you by surprise? Happy anniversary. And you thought it was going to be quiet today.
I just told the crew, I said, today's a little bit quiet. I said, so embrace it because tomorrow is going to explode. We know tomorrow we've got a full non-party in the house. It's a non-party party here for our anniversary.
Oh, we have food and stuff coming tomorrow.
We've got food coming. We've got a vegan sugar-free cake coming.
We got all sorts of stuff tomorrow, Kendra.
Vegan sugar-free cake?
Yes, you got to come. Kendra, if you come and sing, I'll give you all the cake you want. You said you got a girl popping out of the cake? Yes, Kendra. Kendra, we have a cake, and you go inside, you pop out. And you go, surprise.
As long as I get some, towel to wipe down the icing.
There you have it.
We'll bring some towels.
Vinny on the board.
Oh, we have towels.
Yeah.
We have towels in the back.
If we can make that happen.
We'll make sure you wear a hair cap so it doesn't mess up your hair.
And when is that toy show going to air?
I'll wear a shower cap. How about that?
I want to put it on the Kids Television Network on Saturday.
All right, so tune in. You can watch the Café Collectibles Cafe show on Saturday with Kendra Erica and Kenny B.
Kenny B.
I was going to say Kenny G, but it's Kenny B and Kendra Erica. So that will air on Saturday. Kendra, thank you so much.
Thank you, time and time again.
And you can always hear Kendra's song at the end of our show. She lets us play Avalanche on our credits. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Katia in the house. We've got Lena Sosa, star of our Monday Now Fuego 2.0, which was spectacular. And she ran right to the end. Slick even had to give her a 3, 2, 1 countdown. So amazing.
It's amazing.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of scotch, whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe on a mat. Today is truly a magical Monday. We had a great spot with Kendra. She is making some connections with Cherie Bender, our new artist in our Brooklyn Cafe Show Theater. You can see some of the new pieces hanging behind me and Freddie, which are
spectacular.
She handmade these butterflies.
I thought they were real butterflies. Are they real?
They are amazing.
They look spectacular.
They're all cut out.
And poor
Wow.
Teddy, who was holding them, who brought it in, she's terrified of butterflies.
Oh, no.
So for her, this picture was like
She's terrified.
terrified
She
of
is.
butterflies.
We had one in the studio. She
I
ran
had a
in.
butterfly necklace on, and I have one, and I didn't wear it.
Well, I'm
That's a
sure
beautiful
Katya
piece.
has some butterfly necklaces as well.
I do.
But I have to get to Katya because she's been sitting here so patiently for about an hour, and we haven't even had a chance to talk to her, much less see her. So thank you so much for joining us and coming in. The one piece I wanted to buy, she already sold it. She goes, but I'll make you a new one. I know. She posts it, people buy it, and unbelievable.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what happens. Every piece is one of a kind. So I put different messages on them, and then if it smiles at
Maybe you
someone,
want to switch them?
they reach out to me, and then it goes on its way.
Just switch it if you want.
Because your presence on social media is so incredible.
Thank you.
And how you make these pieces. I mean, it starts with what, an idea?
So the main thing about my jewelry is the intention, the messages that I put on it. So it's not just a piece of accessory, it's something that you put on with a meaning. It's either something you want to bring into your life, something you're grateful for. So when you put it on, you feel that message. And then the fact that I make it beautiful and fun is an added bonus. So I get inspired with the messages through different sources. You know, it could be from a book. It could be from a quote. There are very spiritual and empowerment type of messages. And it could be something like I could listen to you guys, and there could be something that I catch, and then later on I put a note in my notebook, you know. So the messages come to me from all different sources. I sort of channel it through my jewelry, I guess you can say.
You do, because I asked her about the heart. She says, it's sold, I'll make you a new one. She says, I'm going to put it on purple. I said, oh, I don't have one with purple. She says, I know. And there you have it. And then I don't. And the one piece I have with the purple and blue, and you remade it for me with the big.
Oh my God,
like
the one that you have is seriously like an antique right now.
I love that piece.
And that I haven't made that one. It was definitely one of a kind back then, and now even more so, you know. And you know what's interesting? Sometimes I see my clients, because I've been doing this for a little bit over 2 years, and I see someone wearing a necklace from maybe 2 years ago, and because there's a natural evolution of me getting kind of better and better and better, and I look at it and I'm like, oh, let me update it, let me put some, let me make it a little bit more up to date. And they say, no, I want it just the way it is, which is interesting. Now I don't even offer it anymore, because I guess because whatever that's special that was attractive to them, because I look at it differently, because I'm the creator of them. To them, that particular piece means something special. So, but yeah.
And you've got an amazing clasp. Since
do.
Lena's sitting with you, show her how this works.
Okay, I'm gonna show it to you. I guess I'm gonna have to put this microphone down, because I need both hands.
And and it's a patented clasp, which is so great. So instead of doubling, I don't have one on, instead of doubling and choking yourself with your necklace,
Yes.
she just doubles in a clasp right behind your neck, and it's easy.
Yes, so I came up with this really cool concept that is being patented right now. I'm very, very excited about the future of this project.
Steve-O.
So the way my necklaces work is each one comes with a pendant and a stone. And this, for example, has a Buddha on the top. It says here and now on the back. And it has this beautiful green agate stone with also a little tag that says I am. So I am here and now. And this clasp, it's a magnet in the middle with two lobster clasps. So say today I want to wear the stone on the top, right? So you put this clasp here, and then you put this clasp over here. I love it. And then today I wear it this way. And then tomorrow I might want this Buddha as a choker. So each time you can wear this necklace different. And what makes, again, my jewelry is a bit more special is that each piece is different. Each pendant I make myself, each message is different. And so you can, once you connect to the message, I can put it on a necklace and a stone of your choice. Yeah, so this make really, really personal, amazing gifts. Just if you're looking for something special for someone.
Now, give me 1 second. Steve-O, there's a crew waiting for you at the radio station to do Vice President Pence.
They want to do it now.
Well, you got to go over there. The crew's over there.
Oh, I thought it was going to be here.
At the radio station, it's all in there.
Okay.
We sent Teddy over there.
Okay.
I have production going on now.
Okay.
But that one over there is empty. Just tell them to give you 5 minutes and you get over there.
Nope. Let's go to commercial break. Take care of this with Steve-O. More to come with Catherine Rudnick, Katia Designs, and Lena Sosa. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
We are on fire. So let's spread your business like a wildfire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Café TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we ignite.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And what a madhouse.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. Yes, it's a mellow Monday. Not Happy Monday, everyone. And they're selling jewelry here as well. See, Catherine, if you actually stay around, we're going to sell pieces for you.
Well, there's been a change in the action because apparently Vice President Pence is going to be doing it from this studio, which I didn't know. So here we go. We're going to try to get it done.
Here we rock and roll is all I can tell you. So lots of things come out of the production studio. Catherine is selling, Katya is selling pieces. And Sheree, we're just going to move you a little bit to the left. You're welcome to stand, but we'd rather get your front view than...
I'll put this one on.
There you go. Lena, are you amazed?
Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful, but I am mainly impressed about the messaging and the concept of the messaging.
Tell me.
I was sharing with Katya over the commercial that a lot of experts talk about that when you have an important goal or something that you stand for, it is really important for you to carry that message on you, on a piece of paper, on a card. And it doesn't get any better than on a beautiful piece of jewelry. So I'm really, really impressed.
Thank you.
And it's like, I think where the magic happens because you were just talking, and I kind of like the whole way this piece is you're talking about being in gratitude, Lena, on what you did on Fuego 2.0. And it's not just saying, I'm grateful, thank you. It's truly feeling it in your heart. And that's the messaging that I get from Katya's pieces is you don't say what you see. She sits here very quietly in her demeanor, kind of like Lady Ann Freddie. And she doesn't say much, but your pieces are so powerful and so impactful, and it comes with your intentions when you make them.
Yes, one of the greatest compliments, and I get them a lot now, and I don't take it for granted, is when my clients tell me that my jewelry has amazing energy, and that's the only thing they're wearing. And I think it's because I make it with my hands and I am so in love with what I do. And the messages are there. Everything is very intentional. So I think it just gets through, this whole process of creation, and people can feel it. And then when you pair it with some amazing, beautiful gemstones that already also have some incredible healing powers, then there's just so much going on,
It's true, because I know when I want to have like a lucky day, some guys have their lucky socks and their lucky underwear.
Yeah.
That's like my lucky necklace. And you'll see, sometimes I wear it day after day because I just know it's whatever that energy is, that's exactly what it is.
Have you seen that they did that study, I forget where, that they spoke nice things to these little bit of water and they froze it? And when they put it under the microscope, right, it was beautiful. But when they spoke mean things to it, it was completely disheveled and ugly. Yes. That energy absolutely goes with it,
it's
right?
all energy.
So that's exactly why people feel it that way.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
And where are your pieces? How do people get them now? You did a lot of trunk shows and pop-ups.
Yeah, obviously things have changed a little bit in the last few months. Prior to COVID, I used to do events, 3 to 5 events a week. And then I shifted to really doing more business virtually. So luckily, all the clientele that I have built organically till then have stayed with me. And, the way it works is someone sees my necklace on someone else. They ask them, where did you get it? Wow. And then they come and they find me. And so the best way right now to find me is through social media, Instagram or Facebook. My Instagram account is Katia Designs, Katia. And my Facebook is Katia Designs Shop. And so if you check it out, you can screenshot what you like because I have one-of-a-kind pieces. It's my website is not the greatest way to go about because I make it as I go. So if you see something on my social media, you screenshot it, you message me, and I can check if I have it in my inventory or if I can make it. Also, I wanted to mention thank you for inviting me, and congratulations, by the way,
Thank you.
to your 1-year anniversary in this awesome space. And so if you do reach out to me this week and mention the show, I will also give you an additional 10% off. And this is a great opportunity for the coming up holidays if you're looking to get something special for your loved ones.
It
Or for
really is a
yourself.
great opportunity to shop early.
Yeah.
And this way you get to design what you want. If you know your daughter, your sister, your mother, or your spouse likes a saying,
Yeah.
gives Katya some time to make it up. So then they know that every time they look at this piece, it's from you and it says this.
Yeah. Yes, thank
Something
you.
that's near to your
when
heart.
when I used to play ball, I had a Lucky Charm in my locker. And I had a good career for 18 years. There were times that I went down and everything else, and I used to change this thing. It was like a beaded piece. And I used to change the beads when I was having a bad time. Man, but I didn't touch it when I was having a good time. And I get this feel that sometimes you need a little something to get you over those rough edges. You know, you need a little something to get you through that whole stress thing. And I've always said that when she's in the house, there's a different presence, and right now included. And we are about to hit some real bumpy air in the next few days. So if you want to call somebody to get something maybe to calm you down, give you that other edge and everything else, because there's some bad juju coming starting tomorrow forward for at least 2 weeks. One way or the other, it ain't going to be fun. And sometimes you have to stay within yourself. And you're going to have to find a little bit of peace before the storm. And that's why I would call you, to get something that maybe reminds you. Remember I used to tell you I gave Gio that piece?
Yep.
Because he wouldn't stop talking in school. I wasn't as clever as you, but I gave him a piece and he used to rub it and it stopped him from talking.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you wear a medallion or you have something that you believe is your lucky charm, you make this your lucky charm. Yeah. Nobody else needs to understand it. Nobody does.
That's right.
But when you run into somebody who can understand the difference between rock and water, there's a difference there. So I welcome you anytime. And give us the phone number again, where to reach you.
My phone number is 561-400-6300. Again, Katya Designs. Look me up on Instagram or Facebook. You can message me, you can text me, and where before I would create your pieces when you come to my event in front of you. Now what I do is we communicate through images and pictures. So I have clients in all different states and actually other countries too. And what happens is they pick a pendant on my Instagram, and then I send them a bunch of pictures pairing it with different necklaces and giving them options with different stones. So we're still having the same fun experience, but virtually. And it works. So,
and your prices are amazing.
Thank you.
They're incredibly affordable, and it's what you want. And then you can change them and interact and...
Yeah, and you can wear it different every day, which is really fun, depends on your outfit. And you can also wear it with the message facing in or out. So if it's a personal message, like, can you curse on the show?
No.
Or not really?
No.
One of my most popular messages that has been my top seller is remember who the F you are. I have sold more of the necklaces with that message for women than any other. And a lot of times in the front of it, it could be a lotus flower. So the message is facing you, nobody knows that it's there. Or it could be a beautiful butterfly in the front. Yet the message is there facing you because that message is for you. Unless you want to feel like wearing it and sharing it with the world once in a while, if you're in that kind of mood. But yeah, it definitely is very personal.
Unbelievable. And I know, Lena, we only have a few minutes with you, so I don't even want to go to commercial break yet. Tell us how Fuego 2.0 went.
I'm curious for you guys to tell me how it went. I think it went well. Let's see.
But tell us your messaging. And it was in Spanish, so if you speak Spanish, you definitely have to rewind and watch Fuego 2.0. But your message as a coach is what?
So today's message was about defining. Oh my gosh, my line is in Spanish. I left it there. Defining success and how success comes 95% from your mindset and only 5% from strategy. And then the follow-up message to that was that in our angst of growing, of being successful, it's really important for us to be connected to ourselves and understand what we want out of life. And in listening to ourselves, our soul, or God, or the universe, however we want to call it, talks to us in one or two ways. One way is longing. When we're longing, we have that anxiousness of something better, something bigger in our lives. It's important to pay attention and get excited. Listen to that longing, jot it down. The second way that intuition talks to us is when we are sad, when we are discontent. And Tony Robbins always says that when you feel that way, actually, and get mad and get frustrated, it's actually really good, because that is when you tap in your inner core that allows you to exert change. So that was, the core of today's message.
It's interesting because you can actually do what you did today, and you have the flexibility with her to do it in English tomorrow. You just got to give it 24 hours to sort of clear out the Spanish words. But the interesting thing that I find about what you talked about, which relates to what you do, I mean, this is like a marriage put together, is that, you can make a rock into gold. It can mean that stone is gold if you believe in it. That's right. And if you believe in yourself and you carry that to a different dimension, your business life would be better, your home life would be better. What you want will become achievable because you can actually do it. And you're not your worst enemy, you're your best friend. And I think that what you did today is you captured that for our Latino community. And I am very, very happy that you did that. I've been looking for somebody to understand that message for a long time. And sometimes when you're doing it, you don't realize just how powerful it is what you're talking about. And you're sitting here right next to her. I couldn't put this together if I wanted to. I didn't even know you were coming today.
Surprise.
And there you have it, because if you believe it, it will happen. You know that old thing, you build a stadium and they will come?
All the answers we have in us, everything.
I need Pierre.
Yes,
for everything, for every area in our life. To go inside is the answer for everything.
It's about just slowing down and connecting to that peace and listening to ourselves, which often we're so busy we don't do it.
Absolutely.
But you're right, it's within us.
Because we have been conditioned not to listen. And what you do is you remind people to go within and listen to that inner voice, which is the way to live,
right?
And have the joy and to be and to have fun in life.
My mission is to make sure that we all understand these simple laws of success that I wish I had learned when I was a child.
Yes.
And for people with children to be able to take this knowledge and instill it in the children earlier on, because it impacts your daily life, which impacts your professional life, your ability to make money, your ability to be successful.
Absolutely.
It all goes together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's interesting because in your background is from Russia?
Yeah.
Our background is the Latino community.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that my Latino brothers and sisters, and they are the best. They can do whatever they want to do. They can control politics if they ever got together. There's more Latinos in this country than anything else. Unfortunately, we have been misguided to believe that you can't dream and you can't grow from your dreams. If you dream it, it will happen. If you want it bad enough, you can get it. Among Latinos, the first pimple on the donkey's butt, and you run away in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
When they give you a challenge and you don't say, I can do this, and if I don't, I go like this, and I go again, and again, and again. And the reason that I love what you do is because when I met you, I said, I don't know why you're doing it. I just know we need to do it. And today was another reason we need to do more of it. And that you're sitting here just solidifies it for me that it's here to stay. That you're here today looking at it, that it's here to stay. So we're going to get this. We're going to get through this. I don't care who's running the presidency. That makes no difference. Because the bottom line is in-house, who you are, what you believe in your heart, whether it's in Spanish or in English or in Russian or in artistic value or millennials. The only way we're going to get through this together is to believe that you can. And that's what I loved about your message today, because you can.
100%. And I said, it was in there, Slick and me, and I said, do you feel the difference in this room? I'm a big believer in energy, and you can call me woo-woo and whatever you want to call me. But there's an energy in a room and in a space, and I will clear and do what I have to do. I've got candles. But when you were in that room today, it just felt, and I told you, the whole energy has shifted.
Everything has shifted.
It just felt right. Thank you. You know, when you just feel like you can breathe and it comes together, and the message is here. Well, if you need to see it, no fear, or have faith, or hope, whatever your word is, wear it on your heart. Have that medallion. Aww. Whatever it takes. And the Cherie is here, and she loves the pieces, and this artwork is spectacular. So I love having the whole synergy. That after a year, Freddie, I got to tell you, it's pretty spectacular. A year later.
Isn't it funny how a year later, we didn't even know what we were doing today. But you know something? You get another breath. You got another breath, and I couldn't find it any better than to celebrate with the ladies that are in studio today. Thank you for coming out. You don't even understand the significance of what this place means to us, because nobody went through what we went through. We got sick, we got injured, we were gypsies in the road, we had no home for 2.5 weeks. Teddy knows, because she was there. The other kids don't know, they weren't there. Hector knows. But you're in the street and you don't know what you're going to do tomorrow. There ain't no bigger fear than that. But to celebrate today, 1 year, and to bring it all the way around with these ladies in studio, I'm going to tell you something. We got champagne in the back because we got to pop it open.
Sounds good to me. And Fuego 2.0, I think you're off to a great week.
I think we are finally on the right track. It's only taken us it's taken me 8 years.
And it's funny because I've been on LinkedIn twice, I think, in the past 10 years. I met you the first 5 years. I met Lena the second 5 years, and there's actually a woman I have to call today at 3 o'clock because I never go on LinkedIn. I'm so busy on all the other mediums that's how I met Lena, was on LinkedIn, and here she is, and you were the only other person I've ever met on LinkedIn.
Well, I remember when I first met her, I said, we got to go. We got to do this. I don't know what the message is. It's the same thing with what you do. I don't know what the message is until today. Yeah. And here it sits. And you know, it's no accident that this piece behind me has a little bit of glass in it, right? It has a little bit of crystals in it. I'm going to tell you something. I always believed in putting crystals in art because it makes it comes alive.
Can I also add to that? Because that's a lotus, right? Is that a lotus flower?
No, it's called magnolia.
Oh, it's magnolia. It looked so much like a lotus.
It does.
It reminded me of a saying, no mud, no lotus, you know? So
absolutely.
That's what it just reminded me of. But yeah, it would never stop creating. There's never end to that. Never.
And creation moves the waters, you know? Yeah. That's why a river always has energy in it, because it's always moving. The ocean, the waves, all of that. Creative thinking. Yeah. Don't think that you are there, because there's always another inch you can grow more. So that's always been our theme. And we're going to take this year to be better than last year, and you wait until what happens next year. I got some surprises.
That sounds good.
And Katja, I want to ask you, you've only been doing this for 2 years?
Yeah.
What did you do before this?
Actually, me and my husband were in medical spa business. We had a chain of medical spas in different states. And even though I liked to use the services, my heart was never really in it to run it that much, you know? So, but I always was creative. I always like to do things with my hands, you know?
Are you an artist or sculptures or anything?
You know, it's interesting you asked me that because I'm becoming more comfortable people calling me that now. I never really considered myself to be an artist, and also because my older brother is an incredible painter. And I always thought of him as an artist. I would never call myself, but now people call me that all the time.
But do you paint?
I can.
I've been told you paint.
I can paint. I can draw. I can build. I like doing things.
But isn't that great when you find your calling?
Yeah.
And you channel it, which it seems like what you did with the jewelry. Right?
It's really, you know, and it's just like, and when I get, and people just reach out to me out of nowhere. And every time I get a message, I'm like, it's that every time. I'm just so grateful. Like, they just come from nowhere and they like my stuff. They like my work. And I love making it. It's like, what could be better, This is it.
She's an artist.
Isn't that beautiful? And she has that humility of having so much fun and the humbleness of appreciating the appreciation of your work.
It's the best.
Beautiful.
It really is the best.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I love just the fact they're all here together. And listen, we can never describe what we do. So when we put things together, people say, "What do you do?" We can't Freddie and I can't describe what we do, but it just happens. And you are all witness to how it happens. And this is the beauty of what we get to do, and we just sit and watch and smile.
Isn't it ironic that on your first year anniversary, you have all this going on? You got the vice president interviewing in the other room. You got the kids in this room. I just got notified about our podcast. All of a sudden, it's being heard, numbers that never, ever existed. All that in the first year. There must be all that coincidence.
You're manifesting a lot of good stuff.
It's really strange. It's just that, it just happens for a lot of strange reasons, some of the things that go on. And you know what? You got to tip your hat. So we're at year 5, 1 year here, another year to go. You never know.
More to come. Lena, everyone can watch you on Fuego 2.0 on Mondays, but how do they get in touch with you for coaching and what you really do?
For coaching, you can contact me at 954-632-6808 or check out my website at lenasosa.com.
And you help what type of clients?
It's a combination. My niche is small and medium businesses, helping business owners understand and define their vision, their mission, their values. I do a lot of work with their emerging leaders, making sure that they're on the right path, that they have what I call a roadmap to success. And it is a combination of mindset, but also on the strategy of the business. I have 30 years experience in the corporate world, so I like to combine both, the mindset and the strategy, to ensure that they grow.
Is it only women or men and women?
Men and women in general.
And Latino as well as English?
Absolutely. Spanish.
It doesn't matter.
Spanish or English, it does not matter.
Interesting. She's a BYOB candidate, I can tell you. I got an idea for you, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, before you leave, I am going to throw something at you. Because, they're just howling at me. And you are a painter, and you like to hide the truth. And we're going to find out why, because there's a secret about you that very few people know.
All right, let's go to commercial break.
I know, she doesn't even know.
We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, more with our Magical Mystical Monday. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting Café to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Pizza District is the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Café show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Café sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Café.
AskDearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awotasu. At Dear Abby, we believe in empowering single women and men to unapologetically own their identities and grow in self-love. We know that before you find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace your unique self, flaws and all. Contact us today at askdearabby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at Ask Dear Abby on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, non-stop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
We are on fire. So let's spread your business like a wildfire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Café TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we ignite.
Hi friends, it's Green and Allie from Kids and Capes. Tune in Saturday mornings on the Brooklyn Café Kids Television Network at 10 o'clock, where we share fun and ideas. And remember, peace, love, and kindness.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Okay.
I understand. But they're waiting for pens to land in Pennsylvania, and then they're going to call back.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
Here, there, and every which way.
And there's a rumor that...
Okay, we're on air.
There's a rumor that the president may call Steve-O tomorrow.
Okay.
For 10 minutes, or send it a tape.
Wow.
So, all right, you go sit over there and relax.
Catherine's actually working. Katya is working. She's putting a new piece together for Cherie at the moment.
Cherie, over here. Okay. I'm going to switch you.
Cherie brought some magazines actually to show her pieces of the pieces that are spotlighted in some of the beautiful museums around the world. And she's going to sign them and leave some of them here for us.
Amazing. I'm dying to find out. Well, let's find out who she is first. Talk to us a little bit about you.
I am that I am. I love that. Aww. And that's part of the learning process when you're creative, because you find out who you are while you're creating. You peel away the layers like a onion, and you get to the real nitty-gritty. My art is my path. I don't know who I would be without it, in different forms. But I've been an artist since I was a little girl. I think I started when I was 3 years old. When I was in a school, and the teacher asked everybody a question, and I came up with the answer. And I don't know how I did that, but I realized sometimes we know things intuitively, that we know more intuitively than we do from book learning.
That's true.
It's true, but we don't even admit to it sometimes.
Well,
That's the crazy things.
I love the magical feeling here.
Thank you.
And the ladies that you had here today are so blessed and special. I'm feeling humbled by being surrounded by such beautiful people and such good energy. It just inspires me to go on, to keep on going on.
Well, we love having you, and we love that some of the pieces are here. And Amy Rashevsky's in the house. She brought some pieces, and also today's the day of rehanging art. Seems to be It's time to shift the energy and
It
move
is. The
some
year
things around.
anniversary always does that because you peel the old and start the new.
Just like she said, right? We're peeling off some of the layers.
So tell us about what you're holding up right now.
This is in Art in America magazine, and it's a piece that's in their permanent collection in the museum in Athens, Greece. It's called Crown of Thorns, and it's a painting of an iconic woman wearing roses with thorns that are cutting into her forehead, and there's blood. I do quite a few pieces with bodily fluids.
That's Teddy.
But why?
Blood and tears are my favorite things.
You do a lot with the Madonna I've seen, and the tear of Madonna, and you're doing one now of the Black Madonna, but you have another one you said that's in Greece?
Yes, Greece has two of my paintings in the museum in Athens. One of them is this one, Crown of Thorns, and the other one is the Green Madonna.
And tell us how the Crown of Thorns, how that came to be, and when did you come to be?
I painted this about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know how it came to be. I think I just get vision. I get the idea in my brain and I make it happen for me, because the actual process of painting is like performing for yourself. When you're painting, you're watching your hands do what your brain's telling, and you go away into another dimension where you forget. And it's not really about ego. It's actually a very humbling experience, because I become a vessel of thought that I don't understand where it comes from.
But the piece is spectacular. I didn't realize what that one was. And the Madonnas you showed me and your stories. And I saw one of your pieces about the vision you had of 9/11, which is, what, 2 weeks before 9/11 happened, you had this vision come to you.
Yes. That is true. I was at my drawing table and I saw a woman screaming, running through the forest. And I decided I had to capture that. So I did it on a drawing on tissue paper and put it in my drawing book. 2 weeks later, what I had seen actually happened. And I realized that she was running through the forest with her arms raised, in the forest that's opposite the Hudson, where they bombed the buildings. So you could see it across the river if you were standing in that spot. And I've never even been there. And it has angels in the painting too. The Archangel Raphael, the Archangel Gabriel is blowing the horn for the wall to come tumbling down, the wall of Jericho. And Archangel Michael is looking over at the buildings. And as the planes are going into the buildings, the flames from the buildings are falling, reflecting into the water, which looks like flowers. When I first did the painting, I put real flowers on it. And I showed it in my show that I had. One of my collectors' name is Alan Cantor, and he had a gallery called Abracadabra, which I was in. And I showed that painting with real flowers, so of course they wouldn't last forever. I took them off and I painted the flowers. But that painting has got a lot of symbolism in it. It has to do with respecting our resources and working with the land, being grounded and rooted in nature, taking time out to be in nature and appreciating nature and conservation of our resources. It has a butterfly in there that's a transparent butterfly. It's a butterfly that has becoming extinct in the rainforest. And her hands are tattooed with henna tattoos to do with saving our planet.
Beautiful pieces.
You know, it's an interesting perspective. When you go into an art, like the Guggenheim, you go to these big art houses. And in there they have work of arts. You know, you got the historic work of arts. You got people that are just unbelievable, and it's the whole energy that surrounds all of that artwork. And when you buy a piece of art or a painting, you take it to your house, the energy doesn't leave the artwork. it sort of enters your house. It's a lot like your jewelry. You're sort of worrying this other energy level, and things that you're telling me right now are coming from who knows where. And you go into these pieces, and I see in the pieces that you have, it's like a different look. Now, we have pencil art, we have regular art, Amy's stuff, and yours, and everyone has a different level of energy. And what begins to happen is, as you surround yourself like we do every day with the stuff, you get to feel the difference. You get to feel it. You get to sort of live with it. And that's what you're feeling right now, because that you never had that level. You know, it's the same thing when Amy had that piece with the kids. One sits in the lobby and the other one I think is around here somewhere. It changed the level. It's like when you walk into a room, everything changed. And it's like a giant funnel going in your direction as to why is that different than her energy level. But your work is magnificent. I can see why it's where it is. It's just different.
Thank you very much.
It's a different whole system of feel.
Well, I did educate myself. I went to University of Miami, and before that I was an art center. So it isn't, it's like the seed, you know, the faith, the size of a mustard seed, and then you fine tune it. But you know how Van Gogh was never really recognized in his lifetime, but his energy is in every drop of paint and in his brushes. And when he was out there in the fields painting the potato workers and the humble people, that humanity is what we love in his work, because it lives on for hundreds and hundreds of years afterwards. That's why I love oil paint.
Well, that's the energy in his work. It's the energy in your work. It's the energy in your jewelry. It's the energy in what we do with the shows. If you are in touch with something special is going on, it's the difference between, it's called the Mendoza line. A regular guy who bats baseball, it's Mendoza, and then you got the Hall of Famers above it. And therein lies the difference. But it isn't you seeing it, it's other people feeling it. And that's what is so uniquely different about today. Everything, including the VP calling our small studio of the United States. Why us? Of all the places that he can call.
I know.
Why us? But that's what happens when you start to unify all of this energy, putting it all together. It just tastes a little bit sweeter. It just feels a little bit right. And that's what's going on right now. And your pieces are part of that whole thing. I mean, I'm getting, my phone is blowing up. Or you had the vice president.
Yes,
all of that stuff is going
on.
I love the piece behind you and the crystals, and Katya's got her jewelry and the crystals, and heck, who sits with a crystal wand? A Swarovski crystal wand, right? But there's so much energy, and if we can harness it for good, imagine what a better place is for whatever you believe in politically. We really just need to spread some more good and kindness in the world.
Well, you know, they say that if you do it over and over again, it's great. But if it only happens one time, it's called a miracle. So today can go down as that special one-time moment.
And who's texting me, Kat?
It's a beautiful energy. And I have a wand. I have a wand that I use too, and it's gold.
And we had a friend of ours texting us from Hawaii right now. She's in Maui, and she does energy work and energy clearing. And she's like, can we have a little conversation today? Sure. Because of course she is.
And we had a gentleman that came in today because he is looking for a recording studio. And I told him, come on down. And he said he brought his daughter. And we talked about turning that into a video recording studio for music as well as video. And we're going to sort of figure out how to make that all happen. Again, all on the same day. What's next? We should play Lotto today.
Maybe even our presidential candidate will win. That could be a magical moment.
But nobody's a loser, because the bottom line is, I don't look at that being the savior. The savior is among us. It is us and our energies to make any one individual bigger and better, to make the right decisions, to lead us out of this horrific. I mean, this is horrific what's going on all over the world, not just here, all over the world. But for 24 hours, God gave me a gift today. He said, today is your day. And he sent the gift, and it comes all around me. I don't care what happens tomorrow. I'm living the today. You know, I'm living it today, because this is amazing. From where we came from, Absolutely.
Yes, that's what we have.
Absolutely.
And the painting that you're sitting in front of,
Yes.
I decided I was going to get a magnolia tree, and I planted my tree. I fell in love with a magnolia tree. Its velvety leaves, its beautiful scent of the flowers. It's a magical tree. I was so inspired, I did this painting. At the same time, I went to the museum of Boca Raton in Meisner Park, and they had a show, and in there was a drawing that I had the painting of in a postcard by Martin Heed, who is a part of a very creative and famous artist family in like the 1800s. So what are the chances of me going into the museum and seeing the initial drawing for the painting that I have in a postcard? And that just reinforced that sometimes, even if no doors are opening and nothing's happening, something is happening.
There's always something happening.
Synchronicities happen all the time. The more aware you are, the more it happens. And there is a reason for that. It's not. It doesn't just happen. You create it.
I love synchronicity.
Yeah.
I mean, the energy in here is just going to blow the roof off.
And
I
it's
think
funny.
we're changing history as we're sitting here.
You know, it's funny because when I spoke to you with Cherie, I guess it was last week, and when I first met you at another place, you said you didn't like the energy of that place. So I'm thinking, I wonder what she's going to think of the energy of our place when you came in last week, and I guess you liked it because you're back. So
how did I come in?
With your unicorn that talks. And I'm hoping that we can put some of your pieces at WNN, because the new head of WNN is a wonderful woman named Jody, and she's changing some art and some things around to make it have more of a female feel. And she loves some of your pieces, and because the eyes of your pieces are so impactful. So I'm hoping that you have some other pieces that we can put there as well.
I absolutely do. In fact, I have a Madonna that was hanging in St. Gregory's, and I have it now because of all the things that were happening, of the desecration of our holy icons in churches, and also for other reasons. I have that painting back, so maybe I could put that one in there also. I do a lot of women. I also do men, because I think that men are very beautiful also, and I admire men, and they're so strong, and they're so, I guess I just like the testosterone.
I guess she just likes men.
I guess so.
It leaves her speechless.
You know, it's really funny because some books have been written about famous men. You know, you take Jesus in the Bible. There's always, when you write about miracles and you write about different things that happen, and you're writing about that particular person, that's what art is. When you do a painting or you do a piece of art and you give it to somebody, that's what it's all about. It's how you're making them feel. And then they're going to take that and they're going to move on and make it even more spectacular. So the object of the game is just to be you, to put you in what you do, to believe in what you're doing, and then watch the magic happen. That's why I'm glad that Fuego 2.0 was done today. I mean, what are the chances of meeting her in a week and just setting her loose and letting her do that? You had the toy stuff today with Kendra, and Kendra comes here and she's talking about music studios and video and going in 100 different directions and talking about kids and toys and giving parents an opportunity to spend $5 and still have Christmas, because we know
5
that
instead of 50.
because we know money's tight. We know it. So we're trying to give you an option of giving different things that he has. We get it. We listen, and we do, and we're doing the very best that we can to help you, to help us, to make the world go round. That's one of the things I want to talk to you about, because I need somebody who can do interviewing with your kind of feel, because you do things a little bit different. You do things from a feel perspective, not from a give perspective. You can feel a person's energy, and all of a sudden I see how you light up, because I just saw you do it again. It ain't the first time.
She just changed that piece also, right?
Yes, we changed it up a little bit.
Yes,
Instead of a black necklace, we put it on the blue one.
It's beautiful. I'm going to be wearing that.
I think, and it goes with what you're wearing right now.
I know, it goes really well with your outfit.
I love jade. I'm huge into jade. And
That's
my
my mother's
mother,
style.
before she passed away, gave me jade earrings and a matching jade elephant with his trunk up. So I treasure those things because then again, we're talking about energy. Jade has an amazing energy.
Yeah,
And
I lost my mother 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and that was her favorite stone. And so it doesn't surprise me that Jade pops up today. I mean, what else? What else can I say?
What else? What else?
What else can I say?
But I want to give
I'm
you
going.
more.
I'm going to go play Lotto, man. I got to tell you something because today it feels magical.
Well, you know, I brought a special oil that I make. It's a protection oil, so I wanted to share that with you. But I wanted to mention about Swarovski crystals because crystals are very important. Why I put them in the paintings. I realized that there's an underlying shadow on planet Earth. We work with light and shadow. And my idea for crystals is that crystals in the painting are bringing the light. They're actually physically from the ground, from the earth, from deep in the earth. And when they are cut, they become energy sources. And that's why they're in my paintings. That's why I'm doing a whole crystal series now. I brought you Little Magnolia and also Dancing in Nirvana to show the crystal light energy.
You know, it's amazing. There was an artist that I knew who was a priest. And he always did a bathing of the painting in a certain corner with holy water. And he always sold a piece. He never, ever, ever, in all the 10 years that I knew him, ever had anything put away in a closet. It was always bought. Whether it was school, somebody, a business, always. And he always anointed it and he blessed it. It's the way he explained it to me. And I was always amazed at just how much energy you can bring into a piece and bring it to life. If you just believe, man. If you believe just a little bit, you can make anything happen. But you gotta believe. And I'm not talking about, okay, I believe. No, I'm talking about you gotta feel it. You gotta believe it.
You can't fake it.
You can't.
Can't fake it.
No.
Because if you fake it, you get sand.
But it's not gonna feel good.
It ain't gonna, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna go from faking it to sand,
Yeah.
is the way my mother used to call it.
And when they say that in the 12-step program, to fake it so you make it, because speaking of higher power and positive thought, the more that you speak it and the more that you have it in your brain, the more it happens in your life. And that's the trial,
That's the
that's
truth.
the test.
It's funny because truth don't lie.
But it's also good to be surrounded by people who have like-mindedness and who have faith. You were speaking earlier about the trials and tribulations you had when you started the studio, and now look what happened. You just had faith and you kept on going no matter what, and then it's blossoming. It's coming to fruition. You're harvesting.
It's funny because sometimes people that come in here for the first time, you came in here the other day for the first time, I just like to watch their reaction. I mean, to me, it's home. So home is home no matter where you put your hat. But when people come in here and they go, holy smokes. Like the people with the sanitizer thing, they go, from the outside, we didn't think this place was like that.
From the outside, people think they're in the wrong place, which is the best thing because, you know, our sign doesn't even say our name on it yet.
You don't even have a sign. But it's the reaction, because in here we are inviting your soul to speak up. We are telling your soul, you know what, we want to hear you. We want to hear what you got to say. Even if you take it and you shut it down when you leave, that's okay. But in here, you got to be you. You got to bring it. You got to make as much noise as possible, because the only way anybody's ever going to listen to you is if you speak up. And you can't be afraid to do that, no matter how much you think you should. Just do. And watch what happens when you do.
Take the chance, believe in what you have. And your pieces are amazing. And Cherie, the fact that you did the jade and she made you that piece here, that's your magical piece.
So it is. It's very beautiful. I love it. I love all this. It's just very uplifting. And I think that each person that comes here leaves with an added sparkle from the magic. I believe in magic.
You know something? That's good.
That's a song.
You know, Walt Disney had the same thing, believe in magic, and look what happened with that company when they started, right?
It's true.
It's true.
Where the magic happens, and always with a little extra sparkle. We're going to go to commercial break. You've sort of left me speechless because there are no words when it's just the greatness of today. And Amy Reshevsky's in the house, another artist, and we're going to be moving some of her stuff around also.
I know.
All right, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. You never throw yourself as an artist, huh? Where you are. And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe. It's more than a show. This is just
this is like
a theater, I guess
motion,
is what it is.
Motion
And action. And Cherie's got a new necklace, and Katya's going to be doing some more work with us. And Cherie's going to meet Amy. I don't know if you guys have ever met. Amy Reshevsky on wall left, meet Cherie Bender on wall right, and the two shall meet somewhere in the middle.
Is she leaving?
I don't know. Katya, are you leaving?
Katya, are you leaving?
She's like, oh, I
you
don't know.
going? Is going or coming? You staying or you going?
You left her spinning. She's going.
She doesn't know where she's going.
No, I was looking for my phone. If I left it here or not.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
Yeah. No, actually, I was going to go, but...
No, she can't find her phone, so I guess God says you're going to stay for a little bit longer.
All right, so do you want to bring Amy over here then?
I think Amy's working with Slick.
They're doing something over there.
She's working with Slick is all I can
She
tell
got
you.
no, she has a mic?
We got Vinny on the board and more to come. But we've a lot of moving parts. We've got a great show tonight coming up on WWN, and we've got Boca Liquors is going to be in the house
Yes, they're actually doing a show tonight.
tonight at 7:30 at WWNN, and Barbara Fisher from Boca Liquors is going to be hosting a show, and they are now working with Gubba Rum, and I think they had a great event on Friday. We did not get there, but we do need to get over there.
Because we were distracted at the dollar store.
The mask, you were the hit of the day.
No, what happened was we had too many things going on at one time.
Smoke it.
And my game plan was not followed.
Smoke it.
We might as well put Amy over here
And there she is.
so she can sit there and talk.
You're very busy. Yeah. What are you working on so hard? Over everything. You got Slicks over there, and we've got.
Well, I'm trying to put my form together.
Oh, okay.
And also, I'm working on a butterfly right now, big butterfly, so my mosaic, so sort of everywhere.
I also saw how a lot of people were congratulating you about the show that you did last week,
Nice.
which I thought was spectacular.
Great.
And of course, we've been watching it, and we want to grow and do a little bit more with it and a little more other things, because now that you're in studio, we can challenge your stuff a little bit more.
Great.
And get deeper involved with this thing, where people can actually phone and call in and ask questions and just get more involved in the artistic value of what we're doing.
Sounds like a plan.
He scares me. But how'd you like doing the show in studio as opposed to doing it in North Carolina?
Night and day.
Tell me why.
Oh, my mic would work.
She's only a host.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know much. So, being virtual, you only have a little place to sit behind, and you're all by yourself, and you just have to keep coming up with whatever you're coming up with. And here, it's a little more relaxed, and just by looking around the room in here, you get motivated to talk about it.
And what I'd like to do is we put Jay's show on Saturday on the Kids Network because he's going to be working and teaching kids how to
that's
do pencil
awesome.
drawing. But I would like to put a show for the Kids Network around you.
Oh, that would be fun
And
too.
I know some of the pieces you have are your kids' pieces, but some of the others you have that you have done that part of your circus theme.
Right.
That I think would be great to air on that as well.
Yeah, I
So
love
maybe we
those.
can do a segment or a show centered around your circus pieces or your kids'
Awesome.
pieces and air that on our
I
Saturday
think that'd be
network.
a home run
So I'd like
because-
to do that.
Yeah, we're
Great.
trying to grow that channel. So.
I've been stretching it out a little bit, but I have a real big circus piece too in my garage that I'll bring in. It's really cool. So we can work all around that too.
And I think we're going to be moving some things around in here this afternoon, right? You can see they've already started somehow. Don't go back there is all I can tell you. They called it the other day backstage. You know what? That truly is backstage, which is funny.
As a matter of fact, I was going to tell Vinny to download the backstage because we needed it, but we'll fix it.
What do you
We'll
mean
talk-
download a backstage?
They actually, Catherine sent us a backstage to Friday. You saw the madness on Friday with the pictures?
Mhm.
There's a whole backstage to that stuff about putting the paints on, getting dressed. It was just hilarious.
Yeah, it was great you were filming it. Yeah.
Oh man, it was funny. And she has it on film.
Is it on your email?
It's on my email.
All right, Vinny, if you can go into Freddie's email, we can download Catherine's piece.
It says Catherine and just download it, but it wasn't finished. It's just the piece, a little bit of music. But you can put it on there because it's part of what we're trying to grow and go. A lot of people, you see how much we had to change the set when you come up.
Oh yeah.
And then we had to transform it back.
Right.
And when Jay Harmon is on, and forget about it, when Kenny Love on Friday, we got to change a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of moving parts. So we're just going to get more complicated now. Because we're going to be bringing in a recording studio in here for
I
music.
think we need to grow more.
We're going to need more room.
That's what I mean. You're
I think
busting
we
at
run
your
out of
seams
room
now.
here.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, think about a year ago.
Yep, happy anniversary, by
Thank
the way.
you.
Yeah.
Now,
very nice.
you weren't here a year ago when we met you, or you were?
I wasn't here when you moved in. I was here after you moved in.
After.
Right.
And Amy's stuff has exploded all over the scene as well. We have her in the lobby, we have her on the sets, we have her throughout the building. There are pieces that match,
Well,
don't match.
they're so diverse that it's like crazy. But
It's all about shifting and moving things around.
And they renamed the mosaics. There's a new word we're using.
Oh,
What's it
good.
called?
What is that?
Slick calls them monstratas.
Monstrata. Because?
Because he doesn't know what the word mosaic was.
Oh, gotcha.
We like to mess with Slick is what we like to do.
It was the voiceover that just went a little
Very
But
cute.
it was Slick's inner voiceover is all I can tell you.
But it was funny because I'm listening and then I'm watching him say it, and I mean, I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know how to say mosaics in Spanish either.
But you're working on a new butterfly piece, and what are we going to do? This wall over here on the left, we're going to rehang.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a little couple categories, maybe.
Okay.
Three. Just so you get a feel of what the work really is. Like if you put a bunch of my new mosaics together, it just tells a lot of stories. I mean, you can see how many canvases that I've used, that I've painted. I mean, it gives you a whole story when you put it together.
That's why the best thing is to have you here to recreate the story.
Okay.
Because you know what's in your mind. Only you know what's in your mind.
I'm not really sure about that either.
I only ask you is that you don't move the piano one. Don't get rid of it. I need the piano
No, it's in
one.
perfect position.
I love that piano one. This I want to put a red rug on the bottom of the piano.
Can we call the John Beers for tomorrow, maybe? Or this week? The pianist.
Who's John Beer?
The pianist. The man who plays the piano.
Oh, yes. I think Amina's been working on that. Let me see if they can come tomorrow. But I love that whole ensemble. And with my luck, she'll sell the piano and the painting all at once. I can see it happening.
Yeah, everything can be replaced.
Yeah, but not that piano.
Oh, no, well, maybe
That piano's
not that.
102 years old. It can never be replaced.
No.
And now the painting and the piano talk to one another. So.
You know, I have all these old books from my parents and my grandparents. And I was looking, my daughter was over yesterday, and we were looking at the books, and she's opening up, and one of them was from 1898. And back in those days, they would always write their name in the book. I don't know why. And my mother, every book she had, she wrote her name in it. Maybe when they put it into school and they got it back from the teacher or something, I don't know. So this 1898 book is on a medical book. And it tells you in that year how dangerous alcohol is and how dangerous smoking is.
Really?
And how and what it would do to you. And I have to bring it in to show it to you because, I mean, just to see how they wrote in that era about the alcohol and tobacco.
Is it a bound book?
Yeah, it's a beautiful blue bound book, and it's got everything on different medical things.
1800s. You got to put that in a glass casing
Yeah, I have a few
to
things.
conserve the pages, because.
Yeah, I thought I don't know
Wow.
why I brought that up. It's
amazing that you still have it, though.
Yeah. I wish I had some of the books that I had when I was a little girl. My grandparents had given me books that had that serrated edge on all the paper. You know, those years?
Yes.
I guess maybe the 30s and 40s, they made the books then.
It's amazing you still
and
have
they
it
were
all.
about the nursery rhymes and all the famous authors. I don't know whatever happened to it. She must have given them away when I wasn't looking. But,
A lot of stuff. A
It's
lot of things changing.
It's funny because in the 70s when I was playing baseball cards, those cards today are worth thousands of dollars.
Oh, I know. I have a grandson that is so into the baseball cards right now. So he's like asking his mom to take him to the Walmart, but they might have this card. She says, well, just pick up the phone and see if they have it, because they're not going to have it, because he's looking for these certain things. So it was interesting that we just had that conversation this week.
I
And
wonder
brought
if
it up.
the new toy guy has that card.
Oh, new toy guy.
He has some.
So maybe he has whatever your grandson's looking for. Or
He
maybe he
has
would
it,
find
yeah.
it.
Oh,
We'll
connect
call
me.
Ken.
Connect me.
It's just one of those days. So
I
he
love
probably will
networking.
have it.
He does. He has all sorts of throwbacks and things of that
Oh my
nature.
God, that would make an amazing.
As a matter of fact, we just put that show out at the radio station to get it going, and I want to bring kids and stuff in there because you know
sounds exciting.
it's all about the throwbacks now have become today.
Oh, right.
You know, like I was talking about Slick and Converse sneakers and Valerie and everything else. Growing up, those Converse, that's the way we lived.
Yeah,
And now
they
they
have
got
no
something
idea.
different. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
changed.
Did I send you the link to Spanky and the gang, the Rascals, Little Rascals?
No, but I used to watch Little
Oh, it's
Rascals.
hysterical. I have it on my Facebook page, and you don't stop watching them, and because you get so involved in the acting of those kids. I mean, that would be a thing to show on the show. I mean,
So did you put the link or did you put the show on your Facebook page?
no, I copied it from somebody else or shared it, but I have it.
The show or the link?
On my Facebook. I can go find, the Little Rascal thing. I don't know. I have to look. You
When
never know
Chelsea
what-
was little, she was convinced she was Darla.
Oh,
so there was no calling her Chelsea. She says, no, I'm Darla. And she would walk around in Darla costumes. That was
Right.
like her alter ego was Darla and two pickles. I don't
Who's
know.
Darla?
From Little Rascals.
Little Rascal, Darla. Oh, I have
Oh,
a
you
bad
remember the
joke. I
name?
won't say it.
She was Darla, sure.
Oh, I can tell you my joke in private about Darla.
What was the name of the dog? What was the name of the dog with the black eye? What was that dog's name?
Spot?
Was it Spot? No, it wasn't Spot, was it?
No, now you're going to make me watch it.
There's
again.
Alfalfa and Spanky and Buckwheat and Darla.
Right.
And what was the dog's name?
Oh, it was that little fat boy, too. I forgot what his name was.
Chubby.
Chubby.
Really? That was his name? No.
It could have been.
I wasn't a big fan of the show.
That
I
was
watched
before
it,
you.
No, there's been reruns.
Reruns.
I watched the Monsters. I watched a lot of TV in my life.
You still watch a
Linda
lot of
says to me,
TV.
how can you stay up watching TV all the time? It's just because this was my life. It's the way I learned English.
Right.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's immersion in English.
Lucille Ball with Ricky.
Oh, I love Lucille Ball. She was-
Actually,
Wanna thank the
someone
time
wrote
we're
that
together.
actually on, that's Carol Burnett.
Okay, and
That
sing a
was, I
song.
was wondering. That was Carol, yeah.
Lucille Ball. That's what my son says. He says, you look like Ricky Ricardo with the mask.
They said you were like the green Ricky Ricardo,
Unbelievable.
which was really funny.
Oh,
Never
you were very
again.
green, by the way.
I'm going to be it next year.
Oh, okay. Cousin It, maybe?
No,
The
not
scary
Cousin
clown
It. The scary clown
The scary clown it is all I can
with
say.
the red hair.
Well, just when you think you have no idea what we're going to do today, this is what we do today.
Yeah, really. That's nice.
We had to move things around.
Amy, if you would have been here Friday, what would you have been for Halloween?
Well, probably an Oriental girl because I had the costume. That's about it.
An Oriental girl.
Well, I have out from Hong Kong the robes.
Oh, the
and-
A
robes?
Gishi girl?
Gishi, well, whatever. Well, I couldn't Gishi with this, but
What's
yeah.
a Gishi? Isn't that it called a
Geisha?
Gishi?
Gishi girl?
Isn't it a Gishi?
That, I
Not
have
an
to have a
Oriental
bun
girl.
with the thing going across.
Oh.
No, I need a wig, actually.
Oh, Gishi girl. I
Moving
say
right
nothing.
along, right?
We say nothing. He just keeps going is all I can tell you.
That's okay.
But a lot, I got to tell you, there are paintings all over the place here, Freddie.
Those are pretty behind you.
These are Cherie's.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, she put them up there. We put them here just to get them out the way.
But
'cause
I would
they're trying
love to
figure out
see
where
the
to put them.
Madonna she had in St. Gregory's to see what that looks like.
Let's go to St. Gregory's and take it
No,
out.
she has it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about that too. 86 said about the radio station. I sort of think I want to hear.
You do?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, the Madonna. Yeah. Absolutely. That's why I got to
You
talk
do.
to her. No, I thought you meant the other one, the nude.
I have a Madonna.
Do you?
Yeah.
You have a Madonna too?
When my husband used to really like her when we were younger, and so he had this fetish. He had all Madonna pillow, or whatever. It was just a fun thing. Every time we made a joke, we gave him something. So Alison Lefcourt, who is an amazing artist, she did a Madonna for Ron. So actually, I shouldn't say, well, it's not in my house, so it's in my storage. So I shouldn't say it's my garage. I can get to it, but I don't, I don't have any place to hang it.
A
Alison, I'm sorry,
Madonna?
but-
What kind of Wait, are we talking about the singer or are we talking about the Madonna?
Oh, we're not talking about the church Madonna.
We're talking about the singer.
I was. I'm sorry. I moved on to a different Madonna.
She's
That's
so
okay.
funny. She's hilarious. I'm saying, wait a minute, this sounds like the singer.
Who are you interviewing on Wednesday?
Perla Lici, the designer, interior designer.
That's a big show coming up.
Yeah, we're going to talk about how important it is to have art in the design.
And she'll be in studio.
Mm-hmm. Coming in. Yeah.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Yeah.
An in-house studio. Okay.
More to come.
More to
All
come.
right, everyone. Have a wonderful, magical, mystical Monday as we have had here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Our 1 year in our new studio. If you have not been here, we would love to show it to you. Just give us a call. We will make an appointment because we're still keeping things as safe as possible for everyone. 888-994-4995. I know they're recording. I believe he might be on the phone. I hear voices going on in
I
there.
hear voices, yeah.
So, Steve-O, I don't know when that's going to air, but Vice President Pence is being interviewed by Steve-O, and they're recording that right now in Studio B. So,
And there's
more
a
to come.
rumor that the president's going to send a 10-minute interview to play on Steve-O's show as well. And you can catch Steve-O's, I guess, show is tonight
at 6.
or Thursday. I don't know when he's going to. He probably want it tonight.
All right, more to come. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe, be kind to each other, always walk in faith.
Jay and Barbara, thank you for wishing us a happy anniversary, and don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all. Sweeping me away like an for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to raise